special.
Mr. Patrick Burris, National Sales Manager for Joe Gibbs Oil. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here today.
Joe Gibbs, the coach.
The coach.
The legend.
The legend.
The NASCAR owner.
Correct. When I told my mother about my job change to Joe Gibbs, I was very surprised. She goes, "Oh, I know who that is."
Joe Gibbs. You know, he's become almost as famous in racing as he ever did in football.
Yes, definitely. Their teams are very, very competitive.
So let's talk about Joe Gibbs Oil. Is this something new that's on the market? Because I just recently heard about it.
It's on the retail side. It's a newer product. In the racing world, it's been out there for a little while. Most of the products that we make are high zinc oils, or not something that you would run in your Honda that you're going to put 700,000 miles on.
Okay, so explain that to us. And it still has, 30 weight, 10W30, all of the regular stuff. But you're not going to usually find it on the O'Reilly shelf when you at your local auto parts store. Why is that?
Well, it's designed for high performance engines.
High performance and older engines.
Correct. Our older engines, before we had hydraulic roller camshafts, and when we had flat tappet cams, your classic cars or your muscle cars, those are engines that really the oils that are available today, at your normal parts stores, don't have the correct amount of additive in them for those older engines, or for some of today's new engines that you do a lot of performance work to. If you have a GM motor and it's one of the LS series and you've done cam changes and stuff like that, then you need to think about running, or what type of oil you're running and the additive content that's in the oil.
Okay, because I know that for years, people that are into high performance, like for example, you get a team like the Roush or Gibbs or one of the, just go with NASCAR right off the bat, and these guys, regular motor oils don't really cut it for these guys. They're going to have somebody design something special, a special cocktail with all the new additives and everything else that they wanted to protect their engines. And that's one of the things that NASCAR doesn't really regulate, is the oils. And so they come out with the very best for their engines. And so basically he's just decided to sell that now, right?
Correct, yeah. Most of the time now, if a NASCAR team is renting, say, a Gibbs motor, it will come with a 5-gallon pail of oil and the engine, and you run the race, pull the motor out, drain the oil back into the bucket, and return it with the engine. It does not get thrown away. They run for sampling, and so that it doesn't get into the competitors' hands. It's a very, very competitive business, and it's very, very secretive as to what goes in, particular oils. And again, you're not going to find this oil on the parts shelf, and you're not going to pay the $500 a pail, a 5-gallon pail, that it costs, and you're not going to run these, ultra lightweight oils in your daily cars.
Okay, now are we going to? So I've got a nice car, a hot rod, and I built it up, and it's my classic, and it's my baby. I want the best stuff I can get. Obviously, I'm going to want this oil, right?
Correct.
How can I find it?
Our website, Joe Gibbs Oil, is a good place to start. There are performance shops in the Houston area that are carrying the product, or you can order online.
Name those performance shops.
FWD Performance, I know, has the product in stock. Also, Competition Sales, on 45. So most of your higher end late model racecraft will have it. Places like that.
Just out of curiosity, how much is a quart of that oil?
Well, anywhere from $9 to over $20 a quart, depending on which one.
But you've got a car that you don't drive it that much, or you do drive it and it's performance vehicle. Our buddy Craig Beerman, he's got the Ford GT. You think he's going to put, something from Walmart in that engine? I don't think so. He's going to put the best stuff he can get.
Well, some of those high-end synthetics are up in that price range.
Sure.
Correct. Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're your high-end, your purpose-built motor oils. They're all going to be in the $8 to $10 range. And they're not as easy to find as as Mobil One or some of the other ones. You're not going to go to an oil change facility and say, hey, I need this. But the people that are using these oils aren't guys that let oil change facilities do their oil changes.
Right.
They're the hands-on people that that built their car, or kept their classic, finally got their high school dream car, and got their 70 GTO, and now they're not going to let just anybody touch that car.
What about my sport bike? Can I use it? You have an oil for that?
I don't have an oil that's currently says motorcycle specific on it.
Yeah.
But I have used our standard, XP3 oil in it, which is a 10W30 synthetic motor oil.
Okay. So that's JoeGibbsOil.com.
Actually, for the Houston area, the best place to do is Lone Star POD, Performance Oil Distributors.com.
LoneStarPOD.com.
Correct.
Performance Oil Distributors. Now we can put that on our Facebook page, and we can put that on our website, so the folks will remember it when it comes time.
Okay.
What do you think?
We can definitely do that, Mike.
I think that'd be fun.
Okay, so we talked about different kinds of oil, not just weight changes. Give me some specifics about the different types that you've got.
The different types that we offer.
Yes.
We have what's called our HR series, our hot rod series. So those are our oils that are designed for longevity on the street. Then we have our XP series, which is more of a race series, and they start at a 0 weight, which we would run in like NHRA Pro Stock, and Super Comp, and some of the classes where you have naturally aspirated engines, and you're trying to make the most horsepower as possible.
0 weight, that would be almost like sewing machine oil.
In a 5-gallon pail, it sounds like water. If you had water in a container for the water machine, and you had 5 gallons of our 0 weight racing oil, and you shook both of them, they sound very similar. It is very, very thin.
Unbelievable.
Correct.
Good stuff.
Technology has come a long way, and it's amazing how competitive it is to just be able to get 1 or 2 more horsepower out of a race engine.
Okay, well, hey, thanks. And you're going to stick around and join us again next hour, right?
Sure.
Okay, good.
We have more oil secrets.
Oil secrets coming your way. Hey, if you got a question for us here at In Wheel Time, shoot us an email, info@inwheeltime.com, or you can give us a call this morning. Our number is 713-339-1070. Coming up, Toy Time. We'll have this weekend's events, and later we'll talk with Chief Designer Tom Ozog with Ford about the Edge crossover. Yes, you are listening to In Wheel Time, right here on News Talk 1070 KNTH.
Mike Herzing for BG Products.